Do not try one of these penile pumps before you know these three things. So the three things that you need to know about these vacuum erection devices that we're gonna cover in this video. Number one, they're gonna save you time. Number two, they're gonna save you money. And third, and most importantly, they are gonna help you get the results that you want in fixing your erections. Because if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, I know you're frustrated, and that's why you are looking at videos like mine. Let me help you. Let's get into issue number one. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Eric, Doctor of Physiotherapy. Now, the first thing that you need to know about these VaxAid vacuum erection devices is that they are not sex toys. Now, I know what you're thinking. It looks like a sex toy. It's got a weird shape, funny enough, the shape of our... But I can assure you, these are class 2 medical devices. Now, the factory in which these VaxAid pumps are made in are very tightly regulated so that they can have that class 2 medical grade distinction. Now, another thing that you need to know is that these tools are one of the most commonly prescribed devices by urologists for men looking to recover their erectile function. Why is that? Well, it's because there have been ample amount of research studies that have looked into their effectiveness of reversing erectile dysfunction. So what have these studies found? They have found and discovered that these vacuum erection devices, like the VaxAid pump I have right here, they work to restore blood flow to your penile tissue. You gotta think of it like this. If you wanted to grow bigger biceps or you name any other muscle group in your body, you can go and do that. You would first sign up for a gym program or maybe get some weights in your house, and then you would make a specific exercise routine targeting those muscle groups that you want to get bigger, and then you would put the work in, and eventually you would see some more definition starting to come in. Well, when you're experiencing erectile dysfunction, your penile tissue is a muscle as well. And if you're not getting adequate erections, well, that muscle is slowly starting to wither away. And this creates a long, everlasting problem for you. And it's likely the reason why you're watching this video. So what has the research studies found? They have found that by using one of these for a specific amount of time, this helps direct more oxygenated blood down to your penile tissue. You know that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it? That rings true for your penile tissue. You need to be getting hard and firm erections on a regular basis to keep your penis working properly. This is a tool that is backed by urologists and backed by research to help you do that when things aren't going smoothly. All right, guys, this is what I need you to know. Number one, this is not a sex toy. Number two, it is a class 2 medical device which is prescribed by doctors and urologists all over the world. Number three, there are heaps of research studies proving its effectiveness and how it can help you in your situation in reversing your erectile dysfunction. And finally, there is nothing to be ashamed of. I know this looks funny and this looks awkward, and you probably don't want to be caught seeing one of these on your desktop computer or using one of these in real life, but you need to understand that when you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, you want to recover this problem quickly. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Eric, what one do I choose? I've got you covered. All right, so now when you're considering what pump to get online, you're gonna be met with two options. Number one, you're gonna have an air-driven pump like the bicycle pump I have right here. What are you doing? Getting ready for a bike ride? No, get rid of this. We are trying to reverse your erectile dysfunction here. This is what you need to know about air-driven pumps. They actually leave you at the biggest risk of injuring your penile tissue. Think about it. Air, that's really uncomfortable. How the pump works, it draws your penile tissue into the tube, sucking in fresh oxygenated blood. What the research studies have found, though, is when you use air, like the pump I've got right there, you leave your skin, your penile skin, the tissue around your penis, which is by far some of the most sensitive tissue on your body, you leave it at greater risk of injury. Burns, sensitivity, and it's just not very comfortable. How do I know? I've tried one of these. they're not all that great. So Eric, what's the other option? Glad you asked. The other option is using a hydro pump. Now, as the name suggests, hydro, it means that it uses water to fill up your penile tissue with that fresh oxygenated blood, helping you to reverse your erectile dysfunction. Let me show you how it works. All right, so moving on to the hydro pumps. And again, hydro using water. How in the world do they work, and how do they differ from the air pumped versions? Well, first thing you'll notice, I'm in the shower. No, I'm not going to take off my clothes because that video can be found on my private membership site. Just kidding, I don't have one of those. Maybe I should. Anyway, so the best part about these hydro pumps is that you use them in the privacy of your bathroom when you're in the shower. Typically, when you shower, like most guys, you have all your clothes off, you have immediate access to your penile tissue, and it is completely private. No one's bugging you. You lock the door, you bring one of these bad boys in. What do you do first? Well, you get the warm water on. Again, I'm fully clothed. I'm not going to turn on the warm water, or any water for that matter. But you turn on the warm water, you would use this side, you fill it up with warm water, you attach it down below, and don't worry, at the end of this video, I actually have a demonstration video to show you how this pump works in action. I'm just not going to be using it on myself because YouTube's going to take that down. So anyway, fill it up with warm water, you attach it over your penile tissue, and then you start pumping. Now, when you're done pumping, you're probably wondering, what the heck are you doing with this black strap? This strap, it clips onto the pump because you need to leave it there. What happens when you leave it there? Well, all that fresh oxygenated blood, it engulfs the penile tissue, and you want to leave it there for a little while. So it comes with this handy strap, you attach it to this pump, and then you go on with your business. So you'd have it attached, it'd be hanging in front of you, you get your body wash out, you do everything that you need to do in the shower, shampoo your hair. Obviously I don't have hair, but some of you might. Next thing you know, 10-15 minutes go by, the pump's been fully activated, you have a full erection, you have just successfully retrained your erections. And you can do this again in the privacy of your bathroom every single time that you shower. So the water being warm, it's going to be so much more of a comfortable feeling. You are not going to risk damaging your penile tissue the same way as you would with a normal air pump. And you get to enjoy all of this again in the privacy of your bathroom, and you don't have to worry about being walked in on anyone. So there's that. All right, so the third thing that you need to know before you even consider using one of these is that you do not go and search for a secondhand vacuum erection pump on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. Size matters here, gentlemen. The reason why I say that is because these come in different sizes. Obviously, the width of the chamber and the length of the chamber is going to change based on your genetics. What you need to do, you need to head over to the VaxAid website and you need to look at their sizing guide to make sure that you're getting the proper one for your naturally gifted package downstairs. This is really important. You want the best results. You don't want to muck around. You need to get this sorted and get the right one.
All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed that demonstration. I hope you enjoyed the video. You now know the 3 things you must consider before trying out a VaxAid vacuum erection device. Please, if you think that this would be appropriate for your situation, if you want to give them a try, what you can do is you can visit the VaxAid website, which I'm going to link in both the description and in the pinned comment section below. Go have a wander of their website, choose the one that is going to meet your needs. I suggest the VaxAid Deluxe. That's the one I've been using in this video. That's the one that you've seen on screen. And it comes in this very slick leather toiletries bag so that you can discreetly slip into and out of the bathroom and shower with this device. Again, if you think that it's going to be appropriate for you, if you want to give it a try, you can visit the link in the description in the comment section below. And remember, regardless of your situation, keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.